my family immigrated to America mostly on my mom's side. My dad's family had lived here for a long time, and we don't know a lot about their immigration here, but my mom's side immigrated from both Scotland and Italy. My grandmother's family immigrated from Italy, specifically Sicily, in the early 1900s through Ellis Island, and my grandfather's family immigrated from Scotland in the early 1900s as well.
Both sides of my family are predominantly from England and Germany. My mom's family is from New England. She grew up in Rhode Island, and then my father's family is from Canada, and they're all still in Canada. My mom's side of the family, most of our relatives came over actually on the Mayflower, and then also some came and fought in the American Revolution. And then my dad's family also came from England to Canada, and they settled in Ontario, and they're mostly still there. Also, I'm partially German on my mom's side. Her grandfather came to the United States from Bavaria, Germany, and then we know we have some German ancestry on my father's side as well.
My dad is from a small town in India called Kerala, and it's predominantly Catholic. And my mom is from Malaysia, although her parents originally came to Malaysia from India, so like Indian background, but nationality is Malaysian. They came to America because they were going to go to college here, and they went to St. Mary's University. It's in San Antonio, and that's where they met. And then they got married, and they moved to Dallas, Texas, and they had my brother and I.
What was your life like before?
I actually had a good life in Malaysia. We were considered upper middle class, and I had a nice house, clothes and good food, cars, a good education. So I would consider myself very lucky to have been brought up in Malaysia.
Why did you decide to come to the US?
Because my dad made me. After high school, I didn't have an opportunity to go to college, so my dad said, "You are going to the United States to pursue a college education," and that's why I came.
Coming here.
I think kids were playing stickball, and her first English word she used to say, attaboy, watching baseball.
Expectations of the U.S.
My expectations essentially were formulated by having seen a lot of movies, having read books, and so my expectations were based maybe not on factual situations, but more of a fantasy. I'd watched a lot of Western movies, and when I was told I was coming to Texas, I was thinking of a more rural background, and coming to Dallas and San Antonio was indeed a shock because I didn't expect it to be, big cities. I of course thought New York was huge and Los Angeles and Chicago, but I hadn't heard of San Antonio. My experience was actually quite shocking. I had not been to a cafeteria in my whole life, and I hadn't seen people eat salads, and I really didn't realize that they had dressing for it, so that was kind of shocking. The food was very bland for me. I was used to a lot of curry, chili, turmeric, and other spices, and in those days none of those things were available. The other aspect of it was the lifestyle. I didn't, it was a very free type lifestyle. I lived in the dorms, and that was quite shocking for me.
Well, when I was young, I grew up with American music and TV shows. I grew up with shows like Little House on the Prairie and Bonanza. I used to watch a lot of cowboy and red Indian. That's what they used to call American Indian, red Indians shows. And also the famous show Dallas, the TV series Dallas. So when I came here, actually I kind of expected, because it was Texas, to see a lot of cowboys and American Indians. So I was surprised I didn't get to see people like that. And I was exposed to a lot of American music too in Malaysia. Like my favorite, Michael Jackson. And so kind of knew what to expect.
You still hold on to today.
Well, sadly, I have to say I have not held on to many of the traditions from Malaysia. My father used to say the rosary, and we had to all come together as a family and say the rosary daily. I did not continue that here. I do have a group of Malaysian friends that we hang out with quite often, and we share our Malaysian food and talks and politics with them, so we keep that going. But sadly, I have not followed much of the traditional cultures there. Other than food, we still cook good Malaysian food.
Foods did they carry over?
She cooked all Italian food and cookies and things like that. My mother used to say she took a roast and she would rub it with garlic and stuff it with breadcrumbs and different things and roll it up and cook it in the sauce.
What is the American dream to you?
The American dream was to pursue what I was interested in and to do what I wanted to actually do. The other one was to achieve financial stability and